What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today we are looking at the NECA Toys Ultimate Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. This came out a few weeks ago, but I just got mine from Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm so excited, having just watched Freddy vs. Jason the other night. I'm super excited to open this figure and take a look at it, but we're going to take a look at the package first. Of course, this is the standard NECA Ultimate box. You can see it has the wonderful window package where you can see a nice shot of the figure and the figure itself. On the side here, you've got a nice shot of Jason and the logo for Freddy vs. Jason. On the back, you've got more shots of the figure as well as a screenshot of the movie on the back and a little bio right there. And pause it now if you'd like to read it. On the other side of the figure, you have the same artwork on the top, a little bit different. And then on the bottom, you have the people responsible for making the figure. So that is the box. Let's go ahead and get him open. We're going to take a look at the accessories and then we'll take a look at the figure itself. And for accessories, Jason comes with a teddy bear, which I've seen some confusion about, and this is actually from a behind-the-scenes photo of the actor holding a teddy bear, Ken Kuringer, something like that. Really nice guy. I like how the bear has a nice indent right there, so Jason can grip it better. And the sculpted details do look really nice, and the paint apps are also pretty cool. It's got some little rips and tears in it. Nice little details all throughout. It is not articulated though. No articulation to be had on this little guy. He comes with two machetes, a clean machete, which looks really good. The paint wash on it is particularly nice, and it is movie accurate. It has this nice little weird handle that I always remember from Freddy vs. Jason. You also get a bloody variant of the machete, and again, also looks really good. The blood is just a stripe of red paint, but it does the work. It does the work. One of my favorite accessories, the flame effect that plugs onto the back of the machete. And it just plugs in like that, and that looks so good. That is awesome. Easily one of the best accessories to come with any Jason figure, in my opinion. Love this. Wish we could have got more flames for his body to truly represent the scene from the movie, the cornfield scene, but I will take just the machete accessory. I'll take it. Jason also comes with three masks. You have the plain standard mask, which looks really good, very accurate. The bloody mask from the final showdown looks really good, although if we were gonna be a little nitpicky, it should look like the clawed mask and have claw marks as well as blood. Just saying. And then finally, my personal favorite mask out of the bunch is the claw-marked mask, of course, by Freddy's glove. And that just looks so good. It has nice little rivets in there, so it's actually sculpted onto the mask. And man, that just looks killer. Wish we could have gotten the combination of bloody and the claw marks, but if I have to take them separately, I'll take them separately. Also, I kind of think there was a missed opportunity to not include a Freddy head. Of course, if you have a Freddy figure, you can just use one of the alternate heads. Most of them come with alternate heads, and put it in his hand. But it would have been nice to have one maybe that was like sculpted and he could actually like grip it, sort of like the end of the movie. They could have done an alternate hand with the fingers cut off, but sculpted onto the Freddy head, and I think that would have been a really cool accessory if it was just like that. Also, no alternate hands for this guy, and maybe we could have also gotten the pole that he kills the rave guy with in the cornfield scene. So yeah, he's a little light on accessories all in all, but still the flame effect and what you get is just pretty good. So now that we've got the figure in hand, I guess we could take a closer look at some of the other details. And we'll brighten it up a little bit here so you can see how they look. Of course, the sculpted detail on every NECA figure is absolutely amazing, and this guy is no exception. You can see the wonderful details all throughout the shirt and the overcoat. The pants do get a little bare, but there is still plenty of detail to be had on them as well. Some sculpted rips and the ruffles down. They always look so good on Jason figures. The hands are gloved like they are in the movie. The hands do look nice, and the shirt and the blue undershirt also look pretty good. You can also pop the mask off, for an unmasked head look. This is the only time I've ever seen this Jason maskless, because of course his mask does not completely come off in the movie, but it does look really good. The axe, I love that they included the axe wound like in the movie on the unmasked head, but all the masks don't have the axe wound, but that's accurate to the movie. That's not NECA's fault. He does have a little tuft of hair right here too, which looks really nice. I didn't notice that at first, and I never really noticed that in the movie, but it's there on the figure, so I assume it's got to be there in some degree in the actual film, although I'm glad it's not crazy like the remake hair, because that was kind of inaccurate. But the sculpted detail and paint apps on the head look absolutely incredible. And then we can also take a look at the boots, because I know this is kind of a meme, the platforms that Jason has on to make him huge and hulking. And the actor who portrayed Jason, Ken Kernzer, whichever one that is the tallest man to ever play Jason, so he is the tallest Jason. And also in the movie, he does actually have platforms in the movie as well. I noticed that upon the recent rewatch. I made sure to specifically look at his feet. I don't think they're necessarily this big, but he does have them in the movie, because I remember watching Crystal Lake Memories, and if you haven't seen that documentary, that's an amazing Friday the 13th documentary. And the director talked about wanting to make Jason more Frankenstein-like. So the platforms, the huge boots, that really makes a lot of sense to me when you consider the director was making Jason very Frankenstein monster-y. Anyway, those are the details on the figure. Let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. Of course, if you couldn't tell, mine is actually, my hip joints are loosey-goosey. I got a loosey-goosey Jason here, so I got to be extra careful. So taking a close look at the articulation here, the head actually is on a neck joint. It doesn't actually have a neck to head joint. It's at the neck, and it is on a ball joint, so you get tons of rotation out of it. He can look down pretty far, and he can look up a decent amount as well. Really interesting that they didn't do the normal Jason articulation on this guy. Of course, the arms can move out all the way, no problem. He has single jointed elbows that give you just about 90 degrees there, nothing too crazy. And it does swivel, of course, at the elbow. The hands do rotate, and they slightly move back and forth. This is on a ball joint, so you get really good rotation and movement out of that. The waist, of course, can twist as well. His legs can kick out. He can kick out very far. Of course, like all NECA Jasons, the crotch piece is soft. Single jointed knee, that works pretty well. A little bit less than 90, but this is the big hulking Jason, and I also like that you cannot see the joint. The joint is 100% hidden right there. That's awesome. You can see it in the back, of course, but on the front there, even with a bent knee, that's dope. That's really dope engineering right there. And of course, the feet can move down pretty far, and they can move up as well, and they do have some ankle pivot there. So overall, I think this Jason figure is fantastic. Of course, I love every Jason figure. I'll admit it, I'm a little biased, but Friday the 13th is my bread and butter, and I'm happy to finally have a Freddy versus Jason to go along with all of my other Jasons, and I will show you some comparisons right about now. Here he is next to the Ultimate Remake Jason and Ultimate Part 6 Jason, and you can see that this Jason is definitely the tallest. Remake is second tallest, and then of course the standard Jason body, which I'm only going to show Part 6 because 3, 4, and Video Game and 6 and the Part 5 Dream Sequence are all on the same body, so they'll all be about the same height. And then we have Part 2 Jason and the McFarlane Jason X Uber Jason. We have the SDCC exclusive Armored Batman and Superman from NECA. Review coming soon. Then the Black Series Tusken Raider and Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Lord Zed. We have Figma Guts and the Marvel Legends Moon Knight. And last but certainly not least, here he is next to the new Nightmare Freddy from NECA and the Nightmare 2 Freddy from NECA as well. So my final thoughts on the figure, again, are that it is a great Jason. It is a great Jason to jump in. I think this could easily, if you only wanted to get one Jason for your horror movie collection, the Freddy vs. Jason is a great way to go. He's super big. He's imposing. He comes with the essential Jason accessories. It does suck that at least for the time being, we won't be getting a new Freddy vs. Jason Freddy, but like I said, and like you saw how I had him holding, this is the Nightmare 2 Freddy head. This is just one of the extras that I have lying around there. And of course, the paint apps and the sculpted details on the figure are stellar, as they always are from NECA. So of course, I passed the question to you guys. What do you think of this figure? Did you pick this one up? Are you gonna skip it? Are you upset like I am that the Friday the 13th lawsuit finally bit NECA Toys, and after Roy and Pamela, Zombie Pamela, we won't be getting any Friday merchandise from NECA for a while, and that just sucks. But this figure's great. So, of course, let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed the review, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. Ring the bell for notifications so you always know when we're uploading. Of course, I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching. Share this video with your friends, and I will see you guys next time.